Hello, today we're going to talk about positive and healthy friendships. So in your notepad or piece of paper, if you don't have your PSHE book, I'd like you to complete the following task for the do now. Number 1, list 3 features of a positive friendship, for example, kindness. List 3 features that might come in negative friendships, like jealousy. And then, what advice might you give to someone who has a friend who is demonstrating these negative characteristics? So what would you tell someone to do if their friend was showing the characteristics for number 2? So just pause the video and spend about 3 to 4 minutes completing this task. So some key words from today's lesson are friendships. This is a state of mutual trust and support between individuals. That means both people in the friendship understand what the trust and support looks like. Relationships are the way in which 2 or more people or things are connected. And positive means that the relationship is constructive, optimistic. That means upbeat, positive, and confident. So, first of all, thinking about positive and healthy friendships. What I'd like you to do is add these down in your green pen, in your notes, to any that you didn't get for number 1 in the do now. So in a positive and healthy friendship, both people are kind and considerate and respectful. They are honest with each other. They listen to each other. That's really important, that we hear what other people have to say. So if we have an argument, for example, we listen and we respect other people's opinions. Or even if you're just being a good friend, it's important that if someone is upset or has something to tell you, that you're always there to listen and show that you care about what they have to say. We respect each other's personal space, privacy, and boundaries. It's fine that as friends, we don't want to see each other all of the time. We don't want to spend every second with each other. Sometimes some people might want to have some alone time, and it's important that we respect that. Some people might like going out all the time. Some people might not. That's their different boundaries, and we have to respect that, and that's what makes us good friends. And we also accept each other's differences. Some people might enjoy playing tennis. Some people might enjoy playing football. Some people might enjoy watching one type of TV show. Some people might enjoy watching another. It could be differences in terms of people's genders, sexuality, but they're our friends. We accept them and embrace each other's differences. So typical behaviours in a healthy relationship then are spending lots of time together, knowing each other's family and friends, having lots in common, being open and honest, having a common and shared sense of humour, and having a good time. What I want us to do now is think about how these traits might become healthy or unhealthy. So in your book, draw out the table similar to how it is on the board. I'll give you, pause the video and do the table now. Then when you've finished, unpause the video. So what I want you to do on this table is think about how some of these behaviours might become healthy or unhealthy. So let's have a look at the first one, spending some time together. Well, the reason that's healthy is because it strengthens relationship bonds. We enjoy spending each time in each other's company. However, that could become unhealthy because too much time may reduce contact with others. So we only kind of solely focus on that person and we neglect others around us. Could easily also become a controlling relationship where one person could start saying, well, why are you spending time with them? Where are you now? Why are you not here where you said with me? So we need to make sure that we keep those boundaries in a relationship and that it's a safe space. So let's have a look now we've had a look at spending time together. You now go through and complete the table for the rest of them. And then once you're done, unpause the video. Okay, let's go through some of these ideas together then. So the next one was knowing each other's family and friends. Add these to your notes in green pen if you didn't get them. So connecting the people you care about, your family and your friends together, can deepen and strengthen relationships. But rather than assuming introduction should take place early on, it's important that this is done at a pace both parties agree with. If family or friends find out about a relationship before both parties are ready, there can be a lot of pressure. Or if a breakup occurs in a friendship group, then it can be particularly difficult, since managing this requires both parties to be mature and thoughtful. Having lots in common. Again, add these ideas in green pen. Interest can be what initially sparks a connection with someone and maintains that connection over time. When couples or friends spend quality time together, it helps to strengthen relationship bonds. However, if the couples spend almost every moment together, then it can be unhealthy. Healthy couples maintain a balance between time spent together and time spent with others. Being open and honest. Honesty, communication is healthy. Okay, we say what we sometimes what we think in a situation, and that can be healthy and the right thing to do. However, being brutally honest is often disrespectful and can damage the receiver's self-esteem. For example, rather than telling someone you hate their cooking and will never eat anything they make again, it's more loving to offer to cook because you feel you are quite good in the kitchen. Humour. Finding common things to laugh at is healthy. It helps couples to connect and friends to connect. However, humour directed at a partner which goes too far can damage their self-esteem and is disrespectful. And then finally, having a good time. It's really important to share happy memories together, but it's also important that we divide our time with other people too. So let's have a look at this kind of hinge question here. There are only healthy relationships. Is that true or false? Have a think about that question now. Well, obviously this is false. Some relationships can be unhealthy, and you have to speak to someone, maybe a trusted adult, if you have concerns. That could be your parent, or it could be a member of staff at school. And there are many different reasons for conflict in relationships. It could be changing interests, it could be jealousy, it could be poor communication between friends. It might be that there's new people, and friends often meet new people and make new friends. Or it might be that one person is giving more time to the friendship than the other. So what should you do if you are unhappy? Well, it's perfectly normal if you do become unhappy in a friendship or relationship. Friendships flourish over time and some friendships break down over time, and that is completely normal. But what you could do is speak to your family. Your family might be able to support you. They'll be able to listen and offer advice. You could also speak to someone at school. School might be able to organise a restorative meeting between you and your friend or friends, and they will organise a new seating plan potentially in your classes. You could speak to your friend. Be honest and open about how you are feeling, and think about what you would like to say beforehand. And again, think about how I said earlier, sometimes it's important to be honest, but it's also important to think about the way that we say that and how our manner and the time that we do that will help resolve the situation. So if you need to resolve in a situation or relationship, you may want to consider apologising if you are in the wrong, discussing ways to de-escalate the conflict. Like we said earlier, a positive trait is to listen and acknowledge each other's viewpoints that might be different to yours, but it's important to just stop talking sometimes and really listen to what that person has to say. Clarifying views and opinions, because these things might have become confused. And accepting the consequences of your actions. Sometimes if you've done something, you do have to accept and listen to what you had to say. So speak to a trusted adult about organising a possible restorative conversation. A successfully resolved conflict can strengthen a relationships as the parties understand more about a person and themselves as a result. So it's really important in all of these situations that you might speak to a teacher or your parent or your adult or any trusted adult that can help bring the friendship back together. Or they can help you resolve it in a positive way. So what I'd like you to do now is think about what to do if you are unhappy in a friendship. Create a poster advising people what they can do and who they can talk to if they are unhappy in a friendship. Make sure you reassure them that this can be normal, but help is available. So what you might want to consider is outlining the ideas about what positive friendships are from earlier in the video, signs of a negative friendship, who people can talk to, so friends, family, and a trusted adult, and the steps that they can take to resolving this situation in a calm way, like we talked about, apologizing, listening, etc. So try to include all of that information onto your poster, and you should do that now for the next 20 minutes.